What's up? I'm back. This segment, I'm going to talk about Inhumans versus X-Men. It's not a movie, but Marvel made an announcement that they're going to release Inhumans, and I think it's 2017, maybe 18ish. Nah, it's just 17. And the interesting thing about it is that when you're looking at it, we're talking about serious potential, and strategically, a lot of people don't really realize they're really going at Fox with that. Because if you look at it, they can't use mutant anymore, right? And the concept of mutants is so awesome to people. It's people connect people related to humans who suffer from a mutation who can get powers through evolution. And humans is almost the same exact thing, except they were modified by aliens, which is the Kree, right? And if you look at it, same premise though, but from to me a higher angle. If you look at it from movies, I think one of the reasons why people are surprised with the success of the comics and certain comic book characters like the Avengers and movies, and you know how Avengers were probably B characters. They're not B characters, but they're not on the level of even of the Justice League, Superman, Batman, even in comic lore, even X-Men and even X-Men and Spider-Man. For no question about it. Even you can make the argument. Even Fantastic Four was probably a little higher. So then you say, well, how did that happen that Avengers became the monster? Well, look at the characters, though. The characters are actually set up for movies. When people go to a movie, they want to feel some epic. There is some epicness to Iron Man, Thor. I mean, Thor's a god. Iron Man's a billionaire genius. Hulk is an unstoppable monster. Cap is a war hero. There's a epicness that you could, and then they all come together. There's an epicness that you can get from that. Whereas X-Men is more flawed. You know, everyone in the Avengers could fight. They could fight hand to hand. Hawkeye, Black Widow, they could all fight hand to hand. So even when you have a character that was kind of weak, they're not weak. Whereas X-Men, Cyclops shoots lasers out his eyes. You need to be a very good director to translate the X-Men characters really looking good on screen. Bryan Singer and them sometimes, I don't really. His work is so. Sometimes like the new X-Men that just came out was really good. It was good. It was good. But it's still the fact that I could say X-Men was good and it was kind of matches Guardians of the Galaxy is kind of embarrassing because Guardians of the Galaxy are level D characters. But if you look at it carefully though, in a movie, you can see how Guardians could do good. It's cosmic. It's setting up the potential of the whole Marvel cosmic universe. To be honest, Guardians of the Galaxy was really more to me the director doing a good job, timing, and the fact of its potential. Notice none of those characters could do a solo movie. You would never even do a solo movie out of any of those characters. The characters are not really that great, but in terms of for movies, it kind of fits. And in a sense, I wouldn't say they fit more than X-Men, but I think the director of Guardians of the Galaxy is a lot better than Bryan Singer. I think X-Men is a hell when people get emotional about it. Like I hear people sometimes, standard fans, be like, well, in their minds, because they're X fans, they could put the X-Men movies with the Marvel movies, but they don't really compare, to be honest. There's no comparison, to be honest. If you look at it really carefully from a movie aspect, not from a fan's aspect. But if you look at Inhumans now, think of it. It seems like Marvel is going to set up Inhumans as a cross between X-Men and Game of Thrones. You can say, really? I say, yeah, because Inhumans are really set up around the royal family. So it's going to have like a feel of X-Men meets Game of Thrones. But remember, these people have been around since the Stone Ages. So, and they've been involved since the Stone Ages. So it's kind of like Game of Thrones being able to interact with the modern times. There's a lot of ways you can flip that. Put it like this. There's more Inhuman characters that potentially could have their own movie than Guardians of the Galaxy did. So to me, if the Guardians of the Galaxy did as good as it did, Inhumans will match that easily. And if Inhumans matches that easily, they match X-Men. And in a way, it becomes Marvel's way of wiping Fox out the box because you can then have characters. Like, I know they won't do it, but you can say Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. You can't say Mutant. Technically, you could change it. I know they will never do it because it's changing up a little bit too much. But just say freak it, they're Inhumans. I mean, you could do it. And anyone who has powers is kind of associated like that. Like, think of Civil War. The Inhumans is a whole race. So you kind of set up Inhumans versus humans. Like, if you think of it, the concept of the Inhumans are actually more. They actually fit what Marvel's trying to do even better than X-Men. If you were to come in and now and put X-Men back in the Marvel universe, you have a hard time fitting that because in the X-Men universe, people hate mutants. Realistically, they hate all superheroes. They just say mutants, right? Now we're not talking about the comics. We're talking about the X-Men movie universe. They're scared of anybody who have powers. So then, how would they be scared of anyone who has powers? But then, like the Avengers, like how in the Avengers universe, the public seems to like them. It doesn't fit, but the Inhumans actually fit the Marvel universe that they're trying to do, and it gives them more flexibility. It could even do it where they could tie it into the cosmic universe. And I'm sorry, I know X fans are not gonna like this. The concept of Inhumans potentially, especially when you make it like a Game of Thrones meets X-Men type movie, can wipe out X-Men in movie, like in terms of the concept. It's not even close. From a movie, like if I was a director, I would want to direct Inhumans far quicker than direct X-Men, to be honest. X-Men is just lucky that Hugh Jackman plays such a great Wolverine, right? And he holds that franchise together, which I heard this is why they wanted to give him more money, $100 million for 4 movies, and he was like, nah, because even he knows that's a dying ship. So the same way how Sony is kind of trying to make deals with Marvel, Fox is kind of stubborn, but I think they should have been did that, because I think Inhumans will be the end of X-Men, to be honest. They're going to try to do the other X-Men franchise and stuff like that. Trust me. Remember, you heard it here first. They will take them out movie-wise. We're not talking about comic books. We're not talking about any of that. But movie-wise, especially when you can do it kind of like some Game of Thrones meets X-Men, I actually think that has more potential. If Guardians of the Galaxy put up $750 million, Inhumans can match that easily if it's done right. Now, they get a bad director, of course. May not be able to be done right. But they do it right. That is the biggest announcement out of everything that they said yesterday, in my opinion. Till next time. Peace.